Here is your question. Right, so if you have read and understood considering this critical care scenario, kindly tell me how would you manage this patient?
Ma'am, I will manage this patient through CRISP protocol by ABCD approach. I will check
Yes.
for the patency of the airway. I will check for the adequacy of the respiration by looking a palpation of the trachea, by auscultating the chest. I will check for peripheral circulation, peripheral sign of any spasm or not. I will check for the whether the patient is oriented or not by checking the disability level of consciousness and the adequate exposure. And then, ma'am, I will check for the review the charts for whether the patient has been started on any diuretic which leads to increase in the calcium excretion. I will manage the patient accordingly, ma'am.
Okay, then patient has
Ma'am,
presented with
as
hypophyseal spasm and tingling.
ma'am, I will start the patient on as I will start the patient on cardio protection as well as I will start the patient on 10 ml of 10% of calcium gluconate IV in 50 to 100 ml of 5% dextrose, ma'am, over 10 minutes, ma'am. And I will monitor the patient accordingly.
Yes, good. This you should tell me. Okay, what is the normal level of calcium? How
Ma'am,
much
normal
should it
level,
be?
ma'am, it normal is 2.5 millimole per liter or 9 to 11 milligram per deciliter.
How this calcium is present in the blood, in
Ma'am,
the body?
normally, ma'am, 45. Normally, it 45%, 50% is unbound or unionized calcium, ma'am, and 45 is bound to the protein like serum albumin, and 5% in anionic form like lactate or the citrate, ma'am.
Okay, what leads to acidosis
Ma'am, because potassium,
in the blood?
the, ma'am, because the calcium has a relation with oxalate as well as citrates, ma'am,
Yes.
and it is exchanged in with sodium bicarbonate. There is a hypocalcemia, ma'am. There will be acidosis, ma'am. There will be increase
Good.
in the potassium ions.
Okay, can you mention few reasons why patient with
Ma'am,
parathyroidectomy patient can have hypocalcemia?
ma'am, the case as patient is post thyroidectomy, it can be due to ischemia of the parathyroid gland or inadvertent injury to the parathyroid gland, as parathyroid is embedded in the thyroid gland itself.
Very good. Okay, what is the active part of calcium? How calcium is transported in the blood?
Ma'am, calcium is transported in the form of bound calcium, like 45% to the serum albumin
Bound to
and
plasma
50% in the
proteins.
plasma protein, like serum albumin, ma'am, and almost 50% unbound, anionic form, active form.
Okay, what is the use of calcium in the blood?
Ma'am, calcium has many roles. Like for example, it is the activator of the neurotransmitter. It helps in the secretion of the. It helps in secretions of the various enzymes. It helps in activation of the various enzymes. It helps in activation of various blood coagulation parameters. It helps in muscle contraction. It helps in glycogen metabolism. It helps in mineralization of the various bone. Mineralization of the bone, ma'am.
Okay, acts as a messenger. Second messenger.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me the physiological role of calcium in the body? Four, if you can mention at least.
Ma'am, calcium.
It's similar to what you've already told me.
Ma'am, calcium helps in muscle contraction, ma'am.
Yes.
Calcium help act as a
Blood
neurotransmitter,
coagulation,
blood coagulation, neurotransmitter, ma'am. It helps in
glycogen
active.
metabolism, cell division. These are the functions. Okay.
Ma'am,
Can
I
you also tell me
already
the synthesis of vitamin D?
And vitamin D forms from cholesterol, which is present in our skin through the UV light or sunlight. Ma'am, it forms into cholecalciferol. Then cholecalciferol enter the liver where there happens a 25 hydroxylation. Then it converts into 25 hydroxy cholecalciferol. Then the 25 hydroxy cholecalciferol goes to the kidney where one hydroxylation occurs, and the calcium then active form of vitamin D forms, that is 125 dihydroxy cholecalciferol, ma'am.
Okay, can you tell me how hormones which are involved in calcium
Ma'am,
homeostasis?
first is parathyroid hormone, which is secreted by the parathyroid hormone. It helps in the increasing the calcium level. It mainly acts on the kidney. It acts on the bone, and it acts on the GIT. In the kidney, ma'am, it will helps in the decrease in the excretion of calcium excretion. It increases the excretion of phosphorus, and in exchange, it reabsorbs the calcium. In the GIT, ma'am, it helps in the reabsorption of the calcium by activating the hydroxylation of the vitamin D. And in the bone, ma'am, it increases the reabsorption of the calcium by increasing the osteoclastic activity. Next hormone is the calcitonin, which is secreted by the C cells or parafollicular cells. Ma'am, it helps in lowering the calcium level in the body. It will enhance the excretion of the calcium from the body, ma'am, and by the kidney, and decrease the bone resorption. And next is vitamin, ma'am. It helps in the reabsorption of the calcium from the gut, ma'am.
Okay, how
and from kidney.
calcium can be monitored? Calcium metabolism, calcium can be monitored.
Ma'am, mainly interacting with these two hormones, that is parathyroid and calcitonin. Whenever there is an increase in the level of the calcium in the body, calcitonin helps to balance the potassium.
Okay, can you mention few conditions in which calcium level becomes increased or raised? There is hypercalcemia.
Ma'am, it can help. Calcium can be increased in the malignancy of malignancy, ma'am. If there is a calcium can be increased if patient if there is a muscle pancreatitis, if there can be a rhabdomyolysis, ma'am. In the rhabdomyolysis,
okay,
calcium can
increase.
Can
you tell me the clinical features, how a patient will present with the hypercalcemia?
Ma'am, patient of hypocalcemia present with the irritability and depression and anxiety, ma'am. It will present with a few signs. It will present with a few signs like Chomsky signs and carpopedal spasm. If we raise the systolic blood pressure more than 30 seconds, there will be a typical carpopedal spasm. If we tap over the distribution
hypercalcemia.
You are asking hyper or ma'am hypo?
Yes, hypercalcemia.
Ma'am, patient will be having an abdominal groin in the form of abdominal pains. Patient will be having a mood disorder.
Yes.
Patient will be having renal stones, ma'am.
Yes.
And patient will be having.
How should a patient with hypercalcemia be managed?
Ma'am, patient of hypercalcemia will be managed with IV diuretics and IV fluids, ma'am. We will start the patient on thiazide because it helps in the calcium excretion, ma'am.
Okay, and then if surgery requires treatment of hyperthyroidism. Okay, what is tetany? Can you explain, please?
We need to locate what is the cause of hyperparathyroidism. By we will do system AV scan. If on the system AV scan we locate there is an increase.
It's a term. What does it mean? How to treat, or what is tetany?
I will get to this question later, ma'am.
Okay, with the level of calcium that is present now, is it possible for you to describe? Is it is it severely low? Is it moderately low? Or is it mildly low? How is it any way that you can categorize hypocalcemia?
Ma'am, I don't know.
When is it severely low?
Ma'am, if it is less than 1.5 millimole per liter.
1.9 millimole per liter. Okay, good.
Ma'am, sorry, I heard it is hypocalcemia. You were asking.
No, actually, I asked you in conditions in which that's okay. Because we are doing it digitally, so it can happen. But then I asked you conditions in which it is hyper. So you told me malignancy and all those, so I thought you understood. Anyway, good. What was that MRI thing you were telling me?
Ma'am,
exact dose and concentration.
Actually, if the patient is presenting with a hyperparathyroidism, we have to rule out whether it is adenoma or hyperplasia, ma'am. To rule out that, we need to go for a system EB scan, and the system EB scan or ultrasound neck will locate the location of that gland, whether it is then we will proceed accordingly, whether we need to go for a surgery removal of that gland, or we need to start the patient on octreotide or to decrease the calcium level.
Good. Thank you.
Because, ma'am, we come across so many patients who presented with osteoporosis, and on workup we will see that patient is having a sometimes tertiary hyperparathyroidism or secondary hyperparathyroidism. So we go mainly if there is like that, we need to look for system EB scan or ultrasound neck.
When can you have tertiary hyperparathyroidism?
Ma'am, if the secondary hyperparathyroidism become autonomous, ma'am, chronic secondary hyperparathyroidism, when become autonomous, it is tertiary hyperparathyroidism.
Thank you. Okay, started your